Hi there, Belinda Kerr here from the Recruitment Garage, and today I'd like to talk to you about a very simple 5-step process to help you find more hours in the day. I speak to so many recruitment agency owners, and one of their biggest challenges is just getting through the day and getting through everything that they need to do. They feel overwhelmed and tired. We didn't sign up for that, we signed up for more money and more freedom. So I've designed this quick, simple exercise for you to help you really pick up more hours in the day. So first step, I'd like you to take a sheet of paper, and through the magic of video, here's one I prepared earlier, and I'd like you to draw right on one side recruiter and on the other side recruitment agency owner, and down each side I'd like you to write everything that you do in your job. So everything, not just one day, but everything you do, whether it's once a year, once a week, once a day, doesn't matter. Write it all down. And the reason I've split it into the two columns here is not really related to the time exercise, but it's more just to let you see where you are spending your time, whether it's you're spending your time in your role as a recruiter or you're spending your time as a business or rockstar agency owner. So spend some time doing this. This is probably the most important part of the exercise, because this is, pardon me, this is teasing out everything it is that you do, and the rest of the exercise will hinge on this. Take references, for example. So if that's something, if you're actively recruiting in your business, then that would be a valid action to write down. References. Lose my ability to spell when I have to write up this way. References. There we go. And on the other side here, we might have things like negotiating rent, for example. Another one there would be CRM, if you're looking at the CRM. Over here we have, interviewing, preparing shortlists. And I've been pretty top line about this. What you'd really want to do is look at, okay, if you're preparing shortlists, what does that involve? How do you do that? Do you have templates that you fill in? Do you start from scratch every time? Keep drilling, and when you think you've finished, is there anything else? Is there a deeper layer that you could go to? That will take some time, and that may be a little bit frustrating, but trust me, it's really important to do that part well. So we've got things that relate to recruiter over here, things that you would do as a recruitment agency owner there. Well done, we've done step 1. Told you this was easy. Okay, great. Now, what I'd like you to do is go through all of those actions and things that you've listed that you need to do, and grab a pink highlighter and go through everything that is below your pay grade. Now, I don't want to sound arrogant when I say that, but what I mean is that you don't really need to be doing that. You're probably doing that because you're on a startup budget, or you for whatever reason, you're trying to save costs around it, or perhaps you don't have somebody else to give it to at this point, but you could. So things like references is a good example. So if you're an executive search company, you may want to do your own references because you're dealing with really senior people. If you're filling smaller roles like accounts clerks or those sorts of people, then really perhaps you don't need to be doing the references. These sorts of things you'll need to decide for your own business, but have a look and see, in an ideal world, is it something that really you don't need to be doing? And the other part to this as well is, if you're doing things that are really, you're sort of swimming against the tide, they're not things that you're naturally good at. It could be accounting, it could be your bookkeeping for your business, that type of thing where, somebody can probably do it in a third of the time that you can, but you're doing it because as you're growing, it's just another function that's crept into your to-do pile. So obviously that accounting side would go over here on this side. So grab a pink highlighter, and all of those things wrap a pink highlighter around. So references may or may not be one, but to give you an idea. Interviewing, if you're trying to pull away from recruiting, is there somebody else that you can pass your roles to that can do that for you? Then that would be pink one. Preparing shortlists, again, you may be doing it for whatever reason, but somebody else, you may be able to outsource that to somebody else. There's lots of resources available now, but, obviously it has to be right for your business. Upwork, Fiverr, the kid next door, they're so smart at the internet and data. If you're doing data lists, they may be able to scrape the web for you for certain things, for some spare pocket money. Interns are another great resource. So that's step 2 completed. Step 3, I'd like you to take a green highlighter have a look at your business and anything that you're doing that's repeatable, that you're doing more than once, that you could create a system around. And if you are doing it more than once, you can create a system around it. So negotiating rent, I don't know, probably not. It's probably something you don't have to do. You only have to do it every 3 years or so. CRM, again, if you're just putting in a CRM, hopefully it's going to be, once in a long time. I ended up putting three new CRMs in, and it takes so much time and energy away from the business. It's something I hope you only have to do the once. There'll be things that string out of putting in a CRM that will be scalable and repeatable. For example, if you just created your CRM and you didn't put any mandatory fields or restrictions around the data that went in, you probably don't have so much, you might get a bit of a messy system. But if there's particular data and ways you want things put in, then you need to set it up so that happens. For example, mandatory fields, if you absolutely have to have someone's job title in there, for example, it needs to be a mandatory field so that somebody can't accidentally miss it. So green highlighter, highlight everything that happens more than once in your business. That's step 3. So step 4 is really taking yourself out, and I don't mean that literally, but what we want to be able to do, we get into business for more money, more freedom, right? So you want to be able to go off to the Caribbean, drink your Mai Tais, and not worry about what's happening in the business. You don't want people calling you. And if people are calling you, that is a very strong indication that there's systems lacking in your business. A simple example would be a client fee negotiation. If your consultants don't know what the parameters are or don't feel comfortable negotiating with clients because they're unsure whether you'd agree or not, then there's a system lacking there. If you're very clear, okay, if this particular client or this particular set of clients want a discount of 2%, they can have it on these conditions. It has to be exclusive, we have to be getting more than one assignment, or whatever you're happy with. But once that's communicated and a system's in place, if you're away, then the consultant will know what they need to be doing. So that's a really good indicator of where you can. Holidays are, well, there's a good reason to go on a holiday. Holidays are a really good reason to uncover what systems need to be created within your business. So taking yourself out, what I mean by that is going back and looking through this, and everything that has either a pink or green circle around it, or you've ticked it. Look at it, and there'll probably be some low-hanging fruit where you can kind of go, I don't really need to do that. That's something I could remove now. And what you want to be doing is piece by piece giving these to other people. I'm not suggesting that you can do it all at once, but it will really illuminate for you where the opportunity is to give those actions to somebody else to do, or create a system around it so that it's far easier, quicker to do the next time, and it's really supporting you to scale and leverage your business, because as soon as you have that, you get more money and you get more freedom and more time to do the things you want, and you want to go off and have holidays with your family and have a nice time. So that's step 4, and the last step is kind of tied in with that, but really just one step at a time. Here at the Recruitment Garage, I'm really mindful of not giving you more stuff to overwhelm you. I see my job as helping you, I guess, dissipate that overwhelm and replace it with really powerful tools and ideas that are going to help you propel your business faster. It's not my intention to have you, chewing away at things for hours and hours. It's just going to give you more to do. So hopefully this is something that you can do simply, do quickly, and will add quite a lot of insight. And what you can do is, once you've done this for yourself, if you feel that it's a worthwhile exercise, you can then do that with the rest of your team. Just to recap, step 1 is sheet of paper, recruiter on one side, rockstar agency owner on the other. Start to list everything that you do. That's step 1. Step 2, take a pink highlighter, highlight everything that somebody else could be doing. Step 3, green highlighter, look at everything that you do more than once in your business. Don't worry about how you'd put the system around it at this point. Just go, yep, I do that more than once in my business. Highlight that. Step 4, take yourself out. Start to look at areas that have been highlighted where you can start to delegate to other people. And step 5, go easy on yourself, one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, neither was any recruitment agency. So chip away, and eventually you'll see things start to free up for you. So I hope that's valuable. I've enjoyed presenting this to you. If you like this and you want to see more from the Recruitment Garage, please sign up to our weekly emails. You'll see them on the front of our homepage. Just go to recruitmentgarage.com, and you'll see a sign up there. We'd love to have you as part of the community, and hey, I wish you all the very best for a great year.